All right, hello everyone. This is our weekly update for our Sci-fi Masters Toolkit Kickstarter. We haven't got many questions this week, so we're just going to be going through things that might have not been completely clear and clearing those things up. So the first thing we wanted to talk about is there's a hard lockdown in Victoria from yesterday night. So we were planning to shoot a new video, and unfortunately that will be postponed. And Nathan can talk a little bit about progress with the toolkit.
So at the moment, we're mostly just working on the new cartographer module. My main job at the moment has been trying to get the layering system fixed, which we're pretty close to doing. So starting out, we've replaced our palette tool with this little bit here. Doesn't have a name yet, but yeah, it makes it a lot easier to both view and manage your cartographer content. So now you don't have to build presets and sub-presets and whatnot. It's just going to be folders and subfolders and however many levels of that you want. So you can organize your content however you like. And as you can see, you actually get a much better view of how much content you've got. You can resize this down so we can expand that and whatnot. So yeah, if we want to say place things, let's just go to our camp stuff. You'll notice that we have our hand here, which is what is going to be sort of the center point of the new cartographer. Most things are going to be managed through the hand. So we can place our content and whatnot. If we want to, say, select multiple things, we can see here that we have all these different things. And then as we place them, it will cycle between them automatically. And if we want to select content on the map, we can select it. Just refresh our list here. It shows the layer that it's on, and then as we sort of go through, we can point out the exact content that it is. If we double click on it, it'll just purely select that, and then we can do what we want there. So it's significantly easier to manage your content now and get exactly what you want. The layering update's still in progress, so I don't have too much to show on that, but next week that will be well and truly complete, and we won't have any more layering issues when dealing with multi-level content.
So on the progress on the Sci-fi Essentials, we are wrapping up the pack now. We added a couple of tanks and battle cars, so those will be included with the Sci-fi Essentials as well. And then we start moving on to Cyberpunk next month with animations. We are yet to receive the second wave of animations for the Sci-fi Essentials, but the third batch will be ordered sometime next week. And because we made 30,000, yay! We are unlocking 3 new themes, one for each of the themed packs, and Nathan can talk a little bit about that.
For Cyberpunk, we have the Sky High theme, so it's very Blade Runner and Fifth Element inspired stuff, where you've got your really tall buildings and whatnot. So we're going to be putting in your flying cars, huge backdrops for like just really low depths and just smoggy things and whatnot. So that'll be great for Cyberpunk. For Deep Space is the laboratory. So all your science equipment, alien artifacts, cloning tanks, pretty much anything that needs to be researched and like far future technology stuff. So that'll cover that. And for Wasteland, we have our Diesel and Rust theme, which is our very Mad Max inspired stuff. So we've got a lot of fun like melee weapons, coal and diesel energy farm, rusty walls, oil pumps, and just a whole bunch of car modular sections that you'll be able to use to sort of build your own fancy Mad Max style cars.
European backers, some of you have mentioned that you are having a hard time backing the project with a credit card because maybe a credit card is not available to you or it just simply doesn't accept it. So Nathan can talk a little bit about how to get around that issue.
All right, so there is a website which we'll chuck a link for in the update description. And yeah, it essentially lets you create a virtual credit card. So you just put on like $35 and then it'll let you just use that money to back on Kickstarter. It's basically designed to be used on Kickstarter because apparently a lot of people have had this issue in the past. So yeah, unfortunately Kickstarter doesn't allow us to use PayPal. as a backing option. So yeah, if you don't have a credit card, then this link is the best way to do it.
If you are planning to write about us, we do have a press kit on our website now. So just head to arkenforge.com/press-kit, and you will be able to access all of our logos, media that we have released over the years, and any information you might need to write about us.
Are the Masters Toolkit maps compatible with the Roll20 virtual tabletop?
In the Masters Toolkit, you have various options for exporting your creations. So you can either do it in an image format, and we also have a Roll20 preset for it. So it will automatically align to grid when you import it into Roll20. We have a little tutorial video, which I put down in the description. If you plan to print these assets out, you can output them into a PDF, and now in beta you can export your maps in a video format as well. So if you have a plugin on Roll20 or any other VTT where you're able to use a video as your backdrop, and feel free to go, and then you can take advantage of the animations and sound effects as well.
All right, and our final question, does the Masters Toolkit support online multiplayer?
All right, it does to a certain degree. We are not quite an online VTT yet, so our tools are mainly designed for in-person use, but it doesn't mean that you cannot share your secondary screen or the player screen over Discord or Skype or Zoom. With Zoom, actually, if you enable your players to interact with your computer, sharing the screen and giving them control, then they can even move their tokens, and the line of sight will automatically update. Dice rolling, however, is not supported yet, and there are a couple of other features which are coming in the next couple of months.
Otherwise, if you do want to play online with all the fun features that an online VTT offers, then we do have export options for pretty much every major VTT. You can just use us for map creation and then export those maps into Roll20 or Fantasy Grounds or Foundry or whatever you want to use.
Fantastic. So that was pretty much the update for this week. If you have any more questions, please write to us on Kickstarter or reach us on our socials. They will be also included in the description. And see you next week with a new update.
Catch you next week.